Peace, love, and life, family. Just coming on here, felt led to bring a message. First and foremost, to check in to see how everyone is doing. Hope you are well and you are beginning a new lunar cycle off correctly. Remember, just a reminder, this is a new moon. We are under a new moon period, which is new moon and Gemini. And without necessarily going deeply into the new moon in Gemini energy specifically, just a new moon period. Remember, the new moon is about, it's a time to manifest. It's a time to plan, really, to plan how you're going to carry out the remainder of this cycle. So, you know how the universe operates. Things operate in cycles. You have a beginning, and and then things build up, and then you have the end of a cycle. And the beginning of the cycle is the new moon period, which is a great time to manifest. It's a great time to really think about a lot of the things that you didn't accomplish in the previous cycle and how you're going to accomplish them, how you're going to start anew, basically. And this thought just really came to mind about how the universe gives us a chance. Like every lunar cycle, the universe gives us a chance to start over. It's a time to reassess. It's a time to think about what you didn't get right, and you have the opportunity to get it right. So we are under this new moon period. Again, it's a time to manifest. It's a time to really set goals. It's a great time to write things down. Journaling. It's really a great time to do manifestation rituals. And, many people have their own way of, beginning the new moon cycle. So during this time, it's really a time of reflection. It's a time to really take time for yourself and also pay attention to what's happening around the beginning of the cycle. And from what I've noticed, after having paid attention to a couple of new moon cycles, I usually notice that, the things that happen around the new moon cycle is a reflection of like what the universe wants me to pay attention to. Okay. So, for example, you may notice that if you're someone who's in tune, you may notice that you start to feel the urge to pay attention to what you eat more or drink more. It's like the universe trying to signal to you. Sometimes, like, it seems to be like on a very unconscious level. It's like the universe signaling to you that this is what your spiritual team wants you to pay attention to. This is what's going to carry you forward into this new cycle. So for example, just with like eating, for example, you may notice that you begin to feel the urge to eat proper foods, to stay away from certain foods, to drink water. It's your spirit guides alerting you to, hey, this is what's going to really help you into this cycle. And we usually think of like the full moon period as a cleansing, like, getting rid of stuff. But really cleansing happens on a continual basis, right? Cleansing happens on a continual basis. And so you may notice that your body starts to like innately feel the need to cleanse because it's renewing itself. It's preparing itself. It's rejuvenating itself, getting itself ready for what's about to take place in this new lunar period during the lunar calendar. So paying attention to what you eat, paying attention to the energies that you surround yourself, paying attention to what you allow into your space around this new moon period are all important things, because remember, you're setting the tone. You're setting the tone for what's going to happen during this cycle. Okay, and whatever you allow into your energy, whatever you allow into your space, is it's the tone that you are setting. So if you start noticing that you feel this urge to eat better foods, like make better food choices, and that's really just one. Some of you may feel the urge to spend more quiet time, meditative time. Those are all things that that you may feel around this time. And again, it's just getting you ready. And when you feel those urges, it's important that you listen to those. You listen to those because I feel that our spirit guides are always guiding us, leading us into what it is that we need to do next. And we're not always attentive to those messages that tend to be subtle. Okay, sometimes we think that the messages are gonna, they need to be loud, or, if it's not something that you get from social media, that it's not a message. The messages are in our urges as well. Now, if you've been doing your spiritual work, if you've been, staying in tune to, what your spirit guides are saying, you're gonna pick up on the messages that they want you to be aware of, and it's like it's preparing you. Like, we're always being guided. Our spirit guides are always guiding us, preparing us. Like, we're never alone, yet we don't always necessarily pick up on the signals, pick up on the energies, because remember, the spiritual realm operates differently than the physical realm. Now, if this physical realm was, operating in the sense that it was supposed to, you'd see more of a parallel between the physical and the spiritual. So because, the physical and the spiritual realm are not as closely linked as they should be, it's a little bit more challenging to pick up on the signals, because spirit operates differently. Okay, spirit is energy. So you pick it up in various forms and various frequencies. Like, you may pick up something, that's tactile. You may pick up on something, that's more of like of an intuitive type of energy. And all of those are they're really forms of communication. Okay. A lot of folks will say, well, I don't know if my spirit guides are really talking to me. I really can't hear them. I see various questions of, okay, why is it that I'm still going through X, Y, and Z? And those are questions that you actually get to ask yourself, because you are a spiritual being living inside of a physical body. So the questions that you're really asking yourself those questions. And unless you actually take the time to listen, when you ask the questions, you actually take time to listen, then it's like you're not really validating that spirit guide that lives within. Many ask questions and they don't take the time to actually listen to the response. So in essence, by not listening, you're not validating the spiritual part of you, the spirit guide that lives within. And the spirit guides are not just living within, they are all throughout. And so it's like when you ask a question, it's a vibration that you send into the universe. And you get to know that vibration that you send into the universe, there is a vibrational match to that vibration waiting to answer whatever question you ask for. Now, part of getting the answer is learning to listen. Okay? Talking less and listening more. Like, if you really want to have a closer connection to your spirit guides, talk less and listen more. Take the time. And this is why a lot of a lot of folks in the spiritual community, around the time of the new moon, they tend to, do these rituals so that they can connect themselves to the energies that are surrounding them. I may have to do another video. This is all I have to say for now. Much peace, love, and light for all of you.